So first thing is I started building a site called One Home Service, and actually I'll take it back a step behind that. Let me back up and give you kind of a timeline. So I'm calling it the last 2 years, this evolution of how I've built this business and how I've got to where I am now. Been a very bumpy 2 years. First thing I did is I had a digital marketing business. I sold it. It was very small. Sold it to a company called Brandstar. Worked for Brandstar for a few years. It was not a good fit for me. And in 2024, I left Brandstar and went on my own. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So, I was kind of in that position where it's like, what business was I going to build? Was I going to buy an existing company and then just grow it and scale it? That was an option. But I really wanted something bigger. I wanted to build something. And instead of just buying a business and then growing it and you basically become an employee again, I wanted to my strength is vision. And I think I had a vision that I saw, which was the home service business. And I launched One Home Service. Um, that company, the plan I had, the vision I had for One Home Service was I'm going to take a problem that homeowners face, which is not being able to um, easily get in touch with your service providers, forgetting when maintenance was due. There's so many different things that just a very fragmented industry, the home service industry. So I wanted to build a tool that helped homeowners, you know, manage their house. So I started building it. I hired a company out of Colombia called Active One. They were expensive. At the time, AI was not where it's at now. So I overpaid basically for an app. So that was mistake number one. Obviously, timing was important. If I did it a year after that, it would have saved a lot of money, but I didn't. And cost a lot. I spent a lot of money on building this app, and it was not really good. It wasn't a good business model. And when I say it wasn't good, it was a good tool for homeowners. It really was. The problem was homeowners really didn't want it. I was trying to convince them to want it, and that was a mistake. I was trying to make something happen that wasn't there, and I was trying to do it because I believed it was the right thing. And that again, mistake number one is it's not what I think. It's what the consumer thinks. In this case, the homeowner, and it's just not a top priority. Homeowners didn't have that as a high priority to say, hey, I need to make sure I protect this house and I need to make sure that I'm maintaining all they didn't care. It wasn't that the highest, not that they don't care, but it wasn't their highest priority. So after about a year and a lot of money of spending and building that app, it was launched, the business, and right out of the gate I got almost 700 downloads, and we had some good momentum. I was speaking, I was hustling, I was working so hard, not making a whole lot of money. I think I did $100,000 total revenue in 2025, and that's without the expense, the cost of building the app and everything like that. That's just the gross top line revenue. And and then in December, at the end of the year, I kind of looked at it and said, this is not where it's going. It's not going the right way. I got to take a step back. And in January, AI became a much more popular and more talked about. And that's when I made the decision that I am going to go all in on this. And as hard as it was to basically put aside the other app that I built, which was One Home Service. And again, I had it in the App Store, I had it in Google Play. Um, I just decided it was time to make a change, and that change I made was turning One Home into a team of agents. And this is where it starts getting really exciting, because this is what I've done now the last 6 months is have or more, since January, since the beginning of the year, is focused on building a team of agents that help manage your house. So instead of me trying to convince the homeowner to manage your house, let's not do that. Let's get agents, train them how to manage your house for homeowners. And that is now what I did with One Home. I changed it from One Home Service to One Home Agent because again, we're building these agents. In this case, it's 6 agents. So as I started doing this, and this is again January of this year, I really fell in love with this, and I had so much fun doing it. I named them all. So we have Karen Cut Costs, and her job is to find out how to save money. Um, I'm so confident that, and by the way, it's free for homeowners to download this and to use One Home. So if you go to One Home Agent and then you click try the app, it takes 2 seconds to sign up and play around with it and have fun with it. But Karen's one of the people that are on manage your house. Her job is just to save money. That's it. So you take a picture or upload a bill, and like let's say your tax bill, for example, and Karen will dig through it and say, hey, we could save money here, here, and here. Homeowners insurance. Your insurance deck page might be 75 pages. Karen's going to go through all 75 pages, give a quick recap of it, which helps, by the way, regardless of saving money. And then you're going to be able to hear Karen's recommendations as far as what we can do to save. It's really powerful. You just got to try it. And I'm going to be doing some demos and showing those throughout this whole journey of me sharing my journey building a business. You're going to see a lot of live examples, and Karen Cutkos is one of them. Then we have Gloria Guardian, and she saves money. She prepares you. I shouldn't say she saves money. Prepares you for disasters. Hurricanes, flood, if you anything like that. She gets everything in line, and she's trained. I trained all these agents specific to these things. My favorite, Vinny Venturini. So when it comes to shopping for something online, if you wanted to look for a pool company or whatever it is, Vinny's your guy. And he shops vendors basically. So that's Vinny. Then we have Danny Documents. Danny Documents just stores everything. So in order for this app to work, you have to upload documents. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything, because the agents are trained to read the documents and then help you save money, save time, keep organized. But Danny's where he's kind of the vault where everything is saved is in Danny's. That's Danny. So Stevie Styles, Stevie will take an old beat up room, take a picture of it, and then he'll come up with concepts that you could do. So he's interior designer basically. And then Sarah Sellington and is our we're still building her now, but she's going to be a realtor on site. Anytime you need anything, you can call and talk to Nora, and again, you could ask her any question. She manages the whole team. So that was the first business I built. As I built that, I realized there's something bigger than just One Home Agent, and that's these agents in general. So if you're a business owner, homeowners, it's One Home. So if you're a B2C, basically business to consumer, but if you're a business owner, you need this more than anything. And that's what comes in with Labor. So Labor.ai is a staffing company. That's basically what we are. And we build agents for businesses. So we have, Sarah for sales, a receptionist, money saver, business advisor, operations, social media manager, SEO, reputation. We have this team. All these are trained. They're ready to go. So Labor.ai. And if you look at the structure of how Labor's built, Labor is the technology. One Home Agent, there's the business we just went over. That's my first company, which again, I started it 2 years ago, but restructured it in January. And my goal is to get partnerships with all of these. So these are all of our businesses, our properties. So hotelstaff.ai, car dealerships, dealerstaff.ai, for staffing companies, recruiting companies, talentstaff.ai, for medical offices, MDstaff.ai. So you could see the play here on restaurantstaff.ai, legalstaff.ai. So I own these domains, and inside of each one of these is a specific, and you can go up here and see, like, let's say you go to, um, let's say, legal staff. It'll pull up your, your legal staff, which will be ultimately, your something related to compliance, things like that. So again, the structure is labor sits on top. That's the technology, labor.ai. And then underneath, I'm going to partner with one person in each of these categories, somebody who's influential. I already have the builder locked in for construction, and I can't announce it yet, but next week we will make the announcement. And it's a powerhouse company and person in South Florida, and really excited about that partnership. But we'll be announcing that, and then again, I'm looking for these other industries that will build over time, and ultimately they're going to bring the clients. They're going to bring the influence, the knowledge to help us train these AI agents, and then I'll bring the technology, which is going to be labor. So labor sits at top, and on the bottom are these divisions. So the the first one again is builderstaff.ai, and I've been working it out. It's been about 3 weeks, almost a month, with this partner that I got for this, and these are the employees. We picked 10 of them. We're mainly focused on Stanley right now, which is a superintendent, and yeah, and this is going to be a great tool for builders, the construction industry. So I learned all this through a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of training, but then I went and just finished up at Texas. I'm a graduate at Texas, so I don't know, maybe I'm hyping it up a little bit, but the McCombs School of Business at University of Texas, Austin. I was just there for the week, and they had a really good executive education program for AI, and it was awesome. Made some good connections there too. And then this month, I'm going to acquisition.com, which is more on the marketing side and growing that business. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm going to be sharing content throughout. Again, things that I've been building right now, and some demos. I have a few demos that I'll share. Every day, I'm going to do a video that kind of goes through the progress of what happened that day and what I did. And then look, at the end of the year, I'm going to have a history of what I did right, what I did wrong, and you'll be able to see it all. And I hope that it's a tool that can help you guys, grow businesses, or maybe chase a dream. But anyway, that's all we got for now, and more to come. Stay tuned.